Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of BB Uncovered, powered by the Movement Studio. My name is Tosin Adefeko, but my friends call me Tosh. Today I'm with a very interesting personality, someone that is a very old friend of BB, and I feel like you're going to go through a very interesting journey on this set today. I'm with Senator Akin Odunsi. A very quick introduction. He co-founded Roosevelt Advertising in 1978, and he was the agency's managing director until 1997 when he became the executive chairman. Senator Odunsi was elected as senator representing Ogun West constituency of Ogun State from April 2011 to May 2015 under the APC. Senator, we're so excited to have you with us today.
Same here.
Thank you for joining us. Now, it's a common question that I ask everyone that joins us on the couch.
Yeah.
We're trying to uncover BB in his entire glory, and you have to be one of the best people to talk about him. Tell us your BB story. When did you first meet? When did you first encounter him?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Biodun and I met first at NBC in 1969.
That's Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation.
Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation. I had taught briefly at Gaskia College.
Okay.
And because of my interest in broadcasting and communications, I had to switch over, as it were, to NBC through late Christopher Collady. And of course, I met Biodun. He was a senior studio manager when I joined the NBC.
Yes.
And I joined as a trainee studio manager of some sort. So I was working under him, as it were.
Okay.
We had different batches, and I was in one batch against his own batch. And we worked together until September when I moved to the University of Lagos.
Okay.
And we didn't meet again until 1974 when I came back from the US after my master's in advertising.
Yeah.
And guess who I met? I went into Grant, and there was Biodun Shobanjo.
Okay, so you worked at Grant as well?
I did work at
I
Grant,
see.
briefly.
Okay.
Yeah. And Biodun was the only one who was willing to take in those guys from America. I don't know the name they used to call us in those days. But Biodun was the only one that felt, I can share my room with this young man. So,
as in, why did you say that? Is it because he wasn't intimidated? Or?
No.
Yes.
Biodun that I know doesn't feel inferior to anybody. Doesn't feel intimidated by anybody's whatever. So he was the only one that was willing to share his room with me, and we got along very, very well when I was in Grant. I remember those days. If Grant wanted to win a pitch, it has to be through Biodun and I.
Wow. So you guys were working very closely together?
We were working extremely closely together.
So when he left Grant, is it the same period you left?
I left before him.
Oh, I
because
see.
While I was in Grant, I got an offer from Lintas. And I walked up to my MD at the time. He said, there will be a better offer. And I didn't go. And then again, another offer came from ADMAC. This time, I went to my boss and he said, look, this time around, I think you can move.
Take it, yes.
So I moved out of Grant in 1976. And I was in ADMAC, where I became the first Nigerian chief executive officer until my partners pulled me together, and we started Roosevelt in 1978.
Amazing. So how did your paths continue to cross?
Well, since we had been very close,
yes.
Even when I left Grant, we were still getting together. We were still socializing. We were doing boys groups together. We were moving around. And we never had any break in our relationship.
Got you. So when you started Roosevelt,
he was still in Grant.
He was in Grant, okay.
And then about a year or so after we started Roosevelt, even though I had wanted him to join us in the Roosevelt.
Yes, Mr. Mojafo said that as well.
So he said, "Oh,
yeah,
not yet." And of course, by the time I knew he was ready to move, there were some issues in Granchi, Lagos then, and then he eventually moved and started his Insight Communications.
Fantastic.
And I can recall that the first few media placements that he did was through Roosevelt in those days. Because those were the years when getting into advertising was not easy. And to get credit rating from the media owners to allow you to run your ads and then pay thereafter, you had to be really, as they say, credit worthy. And they don't consider a new agency credit worthy until
you've built your profile.
Yeah.
Got you.
So
tell me about his personality, his character. Share his values.
Well, Biodun is the first thing I want to say about Biodun is that he is a visionary. He thinks through ideas, and he is a hard worker. When he puts his mind to something, he never backs out. He goes after it. He is thorough. He is meticulous in every aspect of branding work that we now do today. But Biodun was a serious ad man, let me put it that way.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's talk a bit about the industry, the marketing industry, because I see from your profile that you're also a past president. I mean, it's a privilege. I think I've spoken to like 4 or 5 past presidents of the AAA. Is there something about being the president of the association that all of you sort of wanted to partake in that?
Well, I think, to be honest with you, one of the reasons why some of us went for the leadership position in AAPN, then called, was because we felt we had some good intentions to drive the industry and to drive it to greater heights. And everybody had a vision of what he wants to do. And for some of us, it was an opportunity to serve the industry, and it was an opportunity to put our mark in the industry. And so, no wonder many of us who eventually became presidents in the association, you will find they are men with ideas and serious good intentions.
Amazing. So this whole essence of BB being called the Star of Marketing, being recognized as one of the most influential personalities, what's so special in your opinion? What did he do to have created that much impact?
Well, BB is a very serious guy. And like I said, when he puts his mind to something, he goes for it. And that's what he and I shared when I was in Grant. And I think calling him the czar of advertising is not a misnomer, because he actually did a lot. If you look at what he's done to a Troika group on its own, it takes a visionary to be able to do what he has done. And to still have those agencies and groups functioning today. Not many people.
That's true.
Not many can do the kind of things he has done. So I give it to him. He's a great guy, any day.
So in terms of his legacy, what do you think ultimately he will be most remembered for?
Well, I think Biodun would be remembered for me, for his hard work and for his mentoring persona. I mean, look at those guys who worked with him, many of them. They actually listened and followed his paths. And today, when you talk about advertising in this market, there are so many people who would trace their rise to Biodun Shobanjo.
Absolutely.
So I think his legacy of hard work, mentorship, and friendliness. Biodun, he can be tough on the job, but I think he is when you look underneath, he's very friendly, one. Two, he is a community-oriented guy. The first thing he did that shocked me was putting up an emergency services center at the gateway to Ijebu,
Yes.
that junction on Ibadan Expressway.
Okay.
For those who have accidents, to be rushed in there for trauma treatments and all that. He sponsored that.
I didn't even know that.
He did. So he's very passionate,
Yes.
and he's a great guy. Any day, I will say
Anytime.
that. Yeah.
Leave a word or two for our young listeners. As a marketing legend yourself, I mean, Rosabelle, anyone that hears Rosabelle, you've created, your own version of, a behemoth. Leave a word for the upcoming marketers listening to this.
Well, what can I say but to ask that people who are in the field and who want to achieve great heights to be devoted, to be committed to not just the brands they are working on,
Yes, sir.
but they should be committed to the industry itself. Many years ago, some of us, when we even got to the position of president of the association, our agencies more or less suffered because of the time
Honestly,
that
sir.
we devoted to working for the...
Because I know what it is to run an agency, and sometimes I'm like, how do they find the time to do all that?
No, it was at the expense almost of our own
I
agency.
see.
And I think all I can say and wish our young up and coming
Yes.
communication experts is to remain devoted, focused, because it is what they do that they will leave behind
Yes.
for others to build on. And I think the future is there for those
Who want to take
who want.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
My
This has
pleasure.
been an amazing conversation. You can take a camera and wish Dr. Show, BB,
Oh, yeah.
a happy birthday. Send him your wish in your own way.
Well, Bibi, it's me, your NOK. I want to wish you congratulations on arrival on the 8th floor. You are there before me just by 6 months, no problem. I'll catch up with you. But keep flying. The sky is not the limit, but the point to go get at. All right? Congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for taking time out to join us. I have been speaking to Senator Akin Odunsi. Please look out for more. Have a good day wherever you are. Thank you.